Bethany, we're live. We appreciate our
Yay.
volunteers. I'm so excited. This is the first time we've
Yay.
gone and recorded something. Actually, we're not live. I said we're live, but we're recording an appreciation for our volunteers. So let's talk
Yes.
about this.
Yes, Traveling Stores loves our volunteers. We could not do what we do without volunteers. So we want to highlight all the amazing work you all are doing.
I
Chriselle.
am
Yeah.
gonna show some banners. It helps us remember
Yes.
what our volunteers have done. So Traveling Stories has 132 reading mentors and substitute reading mentors in 2023 alone.
Yeah. And it's only April, everyone. That's so many people changing the world for the better.
It's amazing. That's a lot of hours and a lot of young readers being impacted for generations.
Yes, definitely.
Our next banner says, in 2023, you, our reading mentors and volunteers, made it possible to host more than 800 reading sessions. Again, it's only April.
Yeah, 800. And that's our reading sessions are 45-ish minutes each. That's a lot of time spent reading with our volunteers, and the young minds is loving reading more because of you, all of you.
Absolutely. And our last little ticker is volunteers are the heartbeat of Traveling Stories. You guys get to make an impact on children for generations. And Bethany, you remember statistics better than I do, but let's throw out some statistics there to kind of remind our volunteers why their impact is so important and why they matter.
Oh, you're putting me on the spot for
I'm putting you
statistics.
on the spot.
I don't know them.
Well, for one, we know that our volunteers are helping children and young readers and
Yes.
reluctant young readers statistically stay out of jail, go to college, create a successful career, because without literacy, we can't do any of that. And so that's just a basic part of how they are impacting with literacy.
And on top of that, I think everyone has found an escape in reading. So it's so crucial to teach young kids how to find joy in reading and learn from reading and find the subjects they enjoy. I think it just shapes you as a human being when you find your books.
Absolutely. I think one of the things that we are talking about, especially in 2023 and moving forward, is Traveling Stories. We have a goal to make reading fun. And our hope is that if children can start now in grades first through third, which is who we read with, our volunteers read with, if they can start now associating fun with reading, that will carry them throughout their entire lifetime. And they will start reading to their children and their grandchildren. And that's why we always say it's such an impact for generations, but we're trying to catch them now. So they always associate that fun. And that's what our volunteers are doing. They're creating a fun time for 45 minutes with their readers in grades first through third that they will be able to associate for an entire lifetime.
I also want to highlight just the amazing work our volunteers do. We give them tools, but our volunteers go above and beyond to open up karaoke apps for their readers, do dance parties for their readers, play games with their readers. They're like meeting their paired reader where the kid is and like tailoring each session to their kids, which is amazing. Our volunteers are amazing. I'm in awe.
Creating relationships that the children want to come back to week after week, and just in creating those relationships alone, one, thank you volunteers for doing that. That is powerful. But two, it's making the readers want to come back and read. And again, part of that fun experience. And we keep saying volunteers are the heartbeat of Traveling Stories. Without our volunteers, we cannot do what we do. We have a team of 4 paid staff and 123 volunteers just in 2023 alone. I'm gonna put up our little banner again.
We can't meet with each of those kids one-on-one. So we could not give the same quality that you all are giving your paired readers. And when you're subbing, also that fun experience subbing with that reader. It's amazing. We couldn't do any of this without you.
Let's talk about the impact subs have. This obviously, we're all going to be sick at some point or have to call out for whatever reason. It happens, it's life. So to have our substitute reading mentors, this is not just a side trip coming in. That gives our readers who would normally have their session canceled an opportunity to still read. And what are they most excited about? Earning those book bucks so they can purchase prizes.
We have had to cancel some sessions, and the parents will be like, my kid was crying because they couldn't go to their session today. So like when we have a substitute fill in and be able to have that fun 45 minutes with the kid and you don't have to cancel, it like makes a world of a difference.
It's
just amazing.
Massive. Bethany, let's be very specific and thanking our volunteers. So we're going to end so we don't go too long. But very specifically, thank you, Reading Mentors, for being part of Traveling Stories and making this magic happen. Thank you, Substitute Reading Mentors, for coming in and being part of our story. Thank you, interns. My goodness, our interns.
Oh my goodness.
Thank our interns.
I'm blown away. Yeah, I'm blown away by our interns. So we have an intern program. They are the people that are hosting our Zoom calls. Each of our Zoom calls has 10 reading sessions, and they are in charge of managing the breakout rooms, sending late texts, tracking attendance, and solving problems. They are doing amazing, and they've helped us grow our program so we can reach more kiddos with our small 4-person staff. We couldn't reach as many kids as we do without our intern group solving those problems and managing the calls. I'm in awe. I think we've already had about 200 intern hours in 2023. It's amazing what they're doing.
I love that. So we have our reading mentors, we have our substitute reading mentors, we have our interns, and then we have amazing community organizations, groups, businesses, other nonprofits, and volunteers who live here in San Diego in person, who are able to come in and help us ship out prizes and do community events. And that is phenomenal also. So thank you, all of you. We cannot have this impact on the reading hours and the children that we have without you. So 1 billion times over from the bottom of our heart, from the entire staff at Traveling Stories. We talk about you all the time and how amazing you are. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bethany, do you have a final word?
Thank you. I love volunteers so much. Sometimes when I'm like bogged down with work, looking at all our volunteer impact and like having those emails from volunteers really like recharges me. I love the volunteers and everything they do. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Email us anytime with questions. Just tell us what you're reading, stay in touch. And if you want to volunteer with us and be part of our community, go on to our website, travelingstories.org, and email one of the staff and we can get you connected. And with that, we will say goodbye. Thank you. Happy Volunteer Appreciation Week. Love you.